Alright, shitheads, here comes Death Stranding. This shit dropped at the Game Awards, and it took me a few days to think of what I could say about it. Some shit that wasn't already said in other videos, so I'm gonna go ahead and give that a shot now. If you see anything retarded, go ahead and complain in the comments. I'm gonna try to say stuff that I didn't already see before, so let's just go ahead and give this a shot. Okay. Okay, this character, we know his name is Sam right now, and his right leg is screwed up. So just go ahead and let that one simmer. Okay, see this metal thing? This armature on the side of his hood? Keep that in mind too. Okay. Truck is flipped over. Did they hit something? He's walking with a limp because of his right leg. Okay, they got the dead body. Looks like it's prepared in some way, in a very specific fashion. Okay, now I need you to check the light that's on this character's hand, okay, and the light that's around the wheels of this upturned truck, alright? Okay, so this character right now is aging rapidly. Now, apparently what that is a thing called time fall, and it's like rain, but it makes you age fast. Okay? So, what I was thinking was that all these people are in rain gear, okay, so that they don't get exposed to the time fall. And basically the reason why Sam has the metal bar built into the side of his hood is so that his hood can raise up automatically in the presence of time fall. That's one thing I noticed that I thought was interesting. Okay, see that this character's hand, his wrist strap, I guess, is blue? I think this is indicating that his health level is normal. And if you go back a little bit, you can see that this character here, his is like yellowish, so he's dying, he's hurt. But I told you earlier to take a look at the wheels, the light around the wheels of this vehicle. Now the lights here are blue, okay? Does that mean that the truck can be fixed? Whereas if it were red or yellow, maybe you would have to abandon it or take it somewhere to repair it. Maybe if you crash and the lights are blue, you can fix it. And if so, does that confirm that vehicles are going to be in the game and you're able to drive in the game? Does that confirm that? I don't know. Okay, so this guy's dying. Right here, Sam says, "Don't even breathe." Okay. Here comes the entities, as we'll call them. My big concern here with this is that, number one, we've never seen feet. We've never seen any footprints. Okay, is that significant in any way? And number two, the arm on the back of this character's his rack on his back, the arm coming out that he's using to detect these entities, I believe. It's spinning around like crazy. It's making a lot of noise. But he also is told to not say anything and hold his breath. Okay? But the spinning and the loud noises of that machine are not enough to attract it. So maybe these entities do not actually respond to sound or light like we would think, because this thing is emitting light, the tool this character has. Maybe the act of breathing is significant. Maybe in the final game there will be a mechanic where you have to hold a button for your character to hold his breath when these entities are present. Okay? Maybe. I don't know. This is something I was thinking. Okay, here comes Sam. Now, the entities are taking this body away. But we also know that from this shot here, we know that the entities don't want a dead body. Okay, so they don't want that body there, but they want this one. Okay, either this is not a body per se, and this person is actually alive, or there's something special about dead bodies that have that gold paint on their head. Okay, maybe they want that, but a dead body alone is not good enough. So that's something to speculate on in the future. So that body's gone. Sam falls over. He's seeing, it's important to note, he's seeing these entities. He's seeing an outline of these entities, okay? So here comes the handprints, no footprints, and they stop at his right leg that was injured. Is that significant? I don't know, but I do know that there's a strange red glitter on the ground. next to his damaged foot. Now, was that the blood from his foot being exposed to timefall? Or is that a reaction that the entity is having with Sam's foot? Check this patch here. This is a Bridges patch, the same patch we see on Guillermo del Toro's character in the previous trailer. Or is it the same patch? Because this is actually a slightly different patch than the one del Toro had. If you look closely, this one, it does not have a notch on the right corner. I don't know if that means anything, but I do know that it could be possible that these patches are from an earlier date or are a newer version of the Bridges patch. So either this is a long time before Del Toro's scenario in trailer 2, or a long time after, or this means nothing, or they're in an alternate universe. I don't know, maybe I'm looking too far into that, but these I noticed that these Bridges logos, they're not quite the same. Okay. This character has a baby sarcophagus. Okay, there's something to note here as well. Look at this closely. Now, I'm probably gonna increase the brightness on this in contrast later, but is this all? Does this character also have a baby sarcophagus, a baby capsule? It looks like there's something similar to it here, but I can't quite be sure. I don't think there's a baby in it though, and I'll get to why I think that later. He's dead, so they don't want him. This character, very, very similar to Mads Mikkelsen's character in trailer 2. I think it's a foregone conclusion as to whether or not they're the same person or at least related. So I'm not going to speculate any further on that. It is interesting to note that he also has a baby sarcophagus on his chest. And a gold face paint or mask or covering, similar to the body they were transporting earlier, but failed to protect. Baby knows something's up. Now he's gone. But what's he shooting at? Maybe he's shooting at something only Sam can see. Okay, he throws the baby. His robotic arm stops working. He tries to kill himself, fails, and then continues to try and kill himself. Okay? Now, maybe what's happening here is that it doesn't matter that he dies, because he already transferred his memory into the body of the baby. So that's why he threw the baby away, because he knew that Sam would take it, okay, and expose the baby to timefall to make it age quicker, so this character could continue his life in the body of that grown-up baby. That's one theory I have. So now essentially it's okay that he's dying because he knows he has another life, right? He's got a one-up, basically, and that's in the form of that baby. So Sam's going to protect this baby. And if we needed any more evidence that the babies activate the robotic arms, there you go. So perhaps the baby is actually in direct control of those arms, and they're a detector of sort for the entities. And there's a gigantic entity with an umbilical cord as well. It probably doesn't mean anything that it has that. It's probably symbolic. And he swallows that character, okay? So the character that just got sucked up into the sky, his body's flying up, got sucked into that thing's hand head, and then the head blows up. I don't know why. Technically, this shouldn't have been a failure scenario for him if he's surviving in the body of that baby. But I'm probably getting ahead of myself. Okay. I think what's going on here is at this time Sam is in limbo. Okay? So this is what happens when you die in this game. You exit your body, okay, and you get branded with a handprint for every time you die. And you just got a handprint there. Alright. And at this time, basically, he's in the other world of the entities. Okay? And this is where all the water went. Right? The other entities, the entities in the other world are aquatic creatures. Okay? And they sucked up all the water from our world. And that's what's screwing up all the marine life. That's why there's such a heavy theme of dying marine life in the past two trailers. But, of course, that's just speculation. And you'll see perhaps what is the first image of the true physical form of the otherworld entities entering the scene here. It's some type of large aquatic creature skating perhaps on the surface of the water or floating just above it. And they're harvesting things to come to the other side. Their world in this case. But Sam is not affected the same way everyone else is. Upside down whale. Pretty cool. Okay, here's Sam. Remember, his hood is up. This is Sam's body. Okay, his hood is up. Okay, handprints on the inside of the throat, whatever. There's not much more to say about this, other than I think it may not actually be real. It may be symbolic. It may just be a joke entirely. It may be a red herring that the baby's physically inside him. But hey, he had that scar on his stomach in the first trailer, so you never know. Okay, hood's down now. Okay, hood is down, rain is over. Was the hood automatic? Was it automatic when it came off his head when the rain left? Now he pukes up some of that black shit that the entities leave behind. So I'm thinking for some reason that Sam is uniquely gifted in his ability to deal with the entities. especially because he can actually swallow that black shit and survive. So that tells me he may be special in some way, and that's why he's able to, let's say, combat these entities in the game. Little bugs crawling away, crawling on something we can't see, it looks like. But it's okay, because he has the baby, apparently. Okay, he's crying. Lots of videos have been discussing that, so I'm not going to go into the whole crying thing. When I first saw this, I saw this not as a crater, but as a drained lake. That imagery was just in my mind. That's why I have a theory that a lot of the water has been sucked away, and the only water they do get is in the form of timefall. So they don't get any real water back. They just get water that makes you all old, which sucks, and you probably can't drink it. So basically, that was the trailer, and I don't know what else to say, really. You know, it's all very confusing. I'd like to see some gameplay. Apparently this thing was supposed to be out before 2019, and it's almost 2018 now. So, I mean, we haven't seen any gameplay yet. Admittedly, I think we're getting close to seeing gameplay, maybe. But, you know, then it's only going to have a year before 2019 hits. So we may see gameplay next E3, maybe? And that's the middle of next year? Is it really going to be out before 2019? I don't know. I really don't know. We may see this as second quarter 2019, maybe. I think for them, on the time frame they're probably working in, winter 2018 might be aggressive. I don't know. We better start seeing some gameplay really soon, because I'm more or less 50-50 on whether or not we're actually going to see this in 2018. So, yeah. Right, guys. See you on the flip side. Smell you later. Check all the other stuff on YouTube that you're going to see today. There's all kinds of videos on the channel that are completely free that you can click on and you can put in front of your face, and you can turn your brain off and be an idiot when you watch them. So they're all free. Subscribe, like, all that garbage. Tell me what you think in the comments. If you watched the video this far, you probably didn't.